And a gracious good afternoon to you, my dears. You're probably going to say to yourself, what on earth is this all about? Well, my dears, this motor that you're looking at has turned out to be a stolen vehicle. Yep. Here we have this motor that some character took. It did not belong to him, and he brought it into our community and dumped it into the alley that runs behind the brilliant El Capri, which is home to moi. Now, look at that. There are folks who will say that this old geezer is a busybody and it's none of his business. Well, my dears, it is my business, because, and I'm giving you a look inside, I don't know whether you can really see, but you can tell that the steering column, I think it's called, has been mucked about with, and here it sits, and there is a baby carrier in the back seat, so whoever owns this brilliant little motor probably needs it desperately. But here it sits. It's a Saturn, and it's a right smart motor. It doesn't appear to be anything much wrong with it, other than the fact that some bugger nicked it and has torn off a panel and done terrible things to get it to operate. But the whole point of this story, and I'm not going to show the plate because that's nobody's business but the coppers. The coppers have been called, and moi is going to stand here and patiently wait for them to come. When I rang them up and gave them the license plate number, the lovely lady who answered the call informed me that it indeed had been nicked. So what's the moral? The moral should be pretty blatant. I would think that if you had a neighbor who took an active interest, you would be pleased. I think whoever owns this vehicle is going to be right pleased to get it back. They might have suffered quite a hardship because of the lack of the use of the motor. But some point in time, folks have got to stop feeling that the alley that runs behind their home is of no concern. Somebody has got to stand up and say, this is wrong, and this property should be returned to its rightful owner. And all it takes is to be observant as to what's going on in the community. If that makes me a busybody, that will be the way of it, because I'm not going to stop. Moi cares about his neighbors, even those neighbors who may not live on my road. Whoever owns this vehicle has had a great disservice done to them, and hopefully this will get it back to them and they will be able to enjoy it. I am going to stand here and await the coppers to make sure that this vehicle suffers no more harm. There you have it, my dears. More proof that we need to be more aware of what's going on in our community and take an active role in making sure that what ails a community is corrected. And stolen vehicles dumped in alleys need to be addressed. There you be. You are here live in the alley behind historic Calaveras. You have a brilliant night. Cheers.